Hi and welcome back, Libra. This is your Teroscope reading for January the 6th through the 12th of 2014. So I'd like to just take a minute before I start and thank every one of you for your likes, your comments, your views. Welcome new subscribers. It means the world to me that I'm helping you find your destiny. Giving you some direction on what you should be concentrating on going forward. And let's keep the dialogue open, please. If there's something that you want me to do different here or touch on a certain subject, by all means, put it down below or email me. I'm doing this for you, so let's make it for you. So thank you very much. So let's get right to our reading. Now I see our reading has a lot to do with our path and you looking towards your new path and where you're going, and you're excited. There's fear there. Where shall we begin? Five of Cups came up, and this tells me there's uncharted waters going forward, and you're looking really at all the things that could go wrong and don't. Okay, look at what can go right. Okay, turn it around, look inner. You'll feel it. Okay, you'll know it in your gut, which is the right path and which is the wrong path. Meditate. Take the time out. I think last week this card was in your reading. Take the time out to look up at the universe, at God, your angels, your spirit guides, your past loved ones. Take a moment to give thanks, give gratitude for everything that you do have in your life. Okay, we overlook sometimes what we have in our lives because we're so focused on what we want in our lives. So take the time and give thanks for all that you have, and give thanks for what's going to come into your life, because it's just looking fabulous for you, Libra. You've made a foundation, okay? You've put a lot of thought into it, and you've got a really good idea of where you're going to be going. Here's your foundation. I know it's a long ways off from the castle that we're envisioning in our minds, but it's a firm start. It's a solid start. So if you're in a job right now, chances are there's going to be raises or a tweak in how you do things, or it's going to be more a statement of who you are melded into the job description. If you're looking for work, there's work on the horizon. I see path opening up to you, a good path. And this tells me that your path behind you hasn't been such a bad one. Maybe you don't view it as the greatest, but the horizon is opening. You have so much water in your reading, it's unbelievable. We have this card, and we'll talk about some of these. Water and water. And hope I'm not flashing these too fast or taking my time too much. Water. Water. So a lot of water, which tells me that there's a lot of movement happening in your inner world, maybe your outer world, maybe the two meshing together as one. But at the end of 2014, there's going to be a total transformation of you, okay? The old you is going to be no more. It's going to turn to ash. It's just going to melt away. The new you is going to rise up out of the ashes. Your own phoenix. You are a phoenix, right? You're growing into such a beautiful path. There's a path around you, and you're really not sure. A lot of it will be answered if you look inside yourself. Okay, get a journal. Try and meditate. Remember that every day we go into trance. Trance is just a natural thing. Whether or not we're zoning out because it's heavy traffic, or we're zoning out because we're in a place where there's a speaker and we're really not interested in what they're saying or doing, or what's on TV really isn't igniting our imagination, our creativity, and so we zone out. We go into trance, and at that point, we get a lot of those aha moments, and we don't write them down, and then we go on to something else, and Spirit has to work all over again in order to get that aha moment to you. So maybe writing it down. The struggles are over. Okay, if you've been struggling in a certain part of your life a lot and just haven't been able to get that firm foothold, okay, Capricorn energy, right? The goat. You ever see a goat climb a mountain? They just make steps where there's absolutely no steps. And that's kind of what you did in the last little while, and it's really going to be a big payoff for you. This is not so much to me a card of sorrow. There is no blood from those swords. The swords are behind you. The swords are your lessons that you've learned so far. Your trials, your tribulations, all those things that made you you. And you needed those lessons and those trials. And there is no bad experiences or good experiences. It's just experiences. It's just lessons to give us the ammunition that we need in order to go further in our path. So you've done it. You've learned the lessons now. Now it's time to take that wisdom and apply it to a wonderful, sound financial future, and just not financial, but your surroundings. Pardon me, I'm getting over a cold. Where do you see yourself setting? Is it where you are now? Is it in your home or your apartment? Or is it outside of your home or your apartment? Maybe your home's not a home at all. Maybe you need, like I see a lot of move for you this year. Or a dramatic move. A move to a better location. I see you moving. I see you moving forward on your path. I see you very, very... You're leaping goals like there's no tomorrow. You're gonna, so long as you sit there and get that inner works going, and giving that couple of seconds to look up at the sky and give thanks and gratitude and see all that you have, then hitting your goals and making your wishes in the world without a doubt. Okay, there is your destiny and where you want to go, and you have to go through yourself, and it's your inner self that you have to go through. Your senses are all around you, and you're not to pay attention to your senses. You need to go through your senses, not pay attention to what you're hearing, what you're seeing, what you're tasting, for goodness sakes, what you're feeling. Go to the inner you. Okay, find your inner balance. Find your inner balance. Take your body out of the water completely. Put a firm foot on the shore. Stand even in between the two worlds if you must. But, yeah, find that inner yes or no, that inner balance. What's good for one person might not be good for you, and what's bad for another person might be good for you. So it's not if it's good or if it's bad. It's, does it give me balance? What is my gut telling me when I think of those things? But I see a lot of success and a lot of happiness and a lot of growth, and the people around you are also happy for you. I mean, everybody's celebrating at your accomplishments and your successes this year, and you're going to ride in with that laurel on your sword, and people are going to notice. People are going to embrace your successes with you and cheer you on and help you along your way. You're not in it alone. There's a ton of people around you that love you, really, and they're just waiting for that next moment to clap their hands and say, I knew you could do it. So you're going on a path, a new path. That's a definite. Where's our path cards? I get the cards so mixed up because I just start talking and that kind of just takes away, but we know we had paths. Okay, and I see you moving towards a time when some of the people that are in your life now is not going to be in your life in the coming months or year. you're going to stand your ground, and you're going to turn away from certain people. Certain people are going to turn away from you. It's a good thing. Okay, sometimes it pulls on our heartstrings when we lose people in our lives. We're not as close as we once were. But it needs to happen in order to open up that whole new pathway of new people and new experiences. So embrace it, okay? If they're meant to be in your life, they're in your life, okay? Don't worry if people disappear for a short time or a long time, okay? It's not that they're gone. They just went to the sidelines so that you could have a clear path. So a lot about, you've been through it. You've been through the battles. You know exactly what you need to do. You're making a firm foundation. You're seeing your goals. If you don't like the job you're in, definitely change it. Okay, look inside yourself and give thanks, because a brand new you is coming, and that's exciting. So once again, Libra, thank you for all the hits and all the likes and all the communication I had with you. Please don't stop. I will try and get to everybody, I so promise. And until next week, I love you.